On the Democratic side of things, the huge issue is Wall Street banks. I mean, they're firing at each other on that subject. You're a guy who said you know the Wall Street bankers better than anyone.
Better than anyone.
All right. After the 2008 financial meltdown, do you think any of the guys you know better than anyone should have been in jail?
So it's a question I've heard so often, I've been asked so often, and the answer is if they did something purposely illegal, the answer is absolutely yes. Now, with all of that being said, I don't believe anybody has really been indicted and gone to jail, which is pretty amazing because I'm sure there was some pretty bad moves made. I will say this. A lot of mistakes were made. You can't put a businessman in jail because he made a bad business decision. You know, they want to do well. And for the most part, Wall Street bankers want to do well. I know so many of them. You know so many of them. They want to do well. They're good people like everyone else. Get a lot of money. I think they're paid too much money, but what are you going to do? I mean, you know, it's one of those things.
Does
but
it ever
if they make a business mistake, you can't put people in jail. If they do something that they know is illegal and wrong, you got to put them in jail.
Does it ever surprise you that so many of your supporters are so angry at those banks because they feel the decks are stacked against them, and yet you're the guy they're supporting, and you're a guy who's been given every single advantage those banks can give to the wealthiest Americans?
Well, I have taken advantage of the banks probably more than any human being on earth. I love banks, right? I love banks. And I love fighting with banks if I have to. I mean, you know, depends on what happens. The economy goes up, it goes down. But I found bankers to be very good people. I found them to be very honorable people. Generally speaking, they want to do what's right for the country. But again, you know, I've known some bad dudes. You've known some bad dudes, Matt. I mean, I've been at parties. I've seen you, and I've seen these people in the same room as us. You know, there are some people out there that are not good people. For the most part, I have to say, though, Wall Street people, they're aggressive, they're tough, they're smart, and they bring a lot of money and a lot of jobs into this country.
Do you believe in raising taxes on the wealthy?
I do. I do, including myself. I do.
Willie.